The Washington Commanders play a football game this Sunday versus the New York Giants. I cannot wait for this game. So, Commanders took on practice today. They will have, you'll figure out if you don't know this yet. Wednesdays and Thursdays are the big practice days for the team. Tuesdays, they're off. Monday, it's a day after a game. Friday, like you're usually traveling to another team's stadium. Wednesday, Thursdays are the major practice days. So since we are back in the football grind, Commanders major practice today, Wednesday, I got the clips and a recap for you. Week 1 prep for the Giants. Now, Jayden Daniels spoke today. Dan Quinn also spoke today. Make sure you leave a like on this video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. On the road to 3,000 subscribers, trying to get there fast. So, we are going to now go over some of the updates, what Dan Quinn said, what Jayden Daniels said. So first thing I want to start off with is Dan Quinn said his goal is not to replicate 2024. He said, I want to build off of it. He said, I want this to be the start of it. He said he was stuck during meetings after the season with Peters, and the UDFAs, and how they talked about wanting to return to continue being part of what they're building. And sorry, the UFAs, not the UDFAs. He's had multiple conversations. He's had multiple talks with the front office guys about how they want to replicate the success that they had last year, and look no further than Adam Peters, the guy who drafted these players, traded for these players. He started it all. He said he's had conversations with Adam Peters. He said he wants to build off 2024. Love to hear it. Dan Quinn isn't scared. Like, if you're scared about this season, just know you have a coach that's not scared. He's not scared about this season. So, we'll see what takes place this season, but it all starts week 1 versus the Giants. We all know that, and Dan Quinn's ready to build off 2024. That's a great building stone year, building block year. Let's go after it in 2025 was basically what Dan Quinn said in his first remark at the press conference. Dan Quinn also said of left guard Brandon Coleman and wide receiver Terry McLaurin, he said, quote, they'll get their normal amount of practice. Both are doing really strong, unquote. So, Brandon Coleman, Terry McLaurin, we all know they're back. Terry McLaurin's ankle injury, we call it an injury because Dan Quinn, he lied straight to our faces all offseason and said Terry McLaurin had an ankle injury. He didn't really have an ankle injury. That's what a coach does, right? He didn't really lie. And so Terry McLaurin's back. He's fully good. He's going to be Terry McLaurin week 1. Like, you ask any reporter that's out there, he's fine. He's going to be there week 1, right? Brandon Coleman, he's gotten back in the lineup for the last preseason game. He looks good. Like, his legs look good. He looks like he can move pretty good. So, his injuries, like, he's a little bit injury prone. So, just stay clear of that. He looks good. But Sam Cosme, the word on him is, obviously he'll probably be back around week 3 or 4. It was on the table for him to be back by week 1, but that just seemed like very unlikely. When you tear your ACL in January, you're a guy with bigger lower extremities, pause, but y'all know what I mean. He's an offensive lineman, so it's just harder for you to recover from that. So as far as practice, like what people saw, the individual reps of potential were, the running back order was Eckler, JCM, McNichols, and Rodriguez. So Eckler went out first, JCM second, McNichols and Rodriguez were the last of the bunch. So I don't know if that's an indicator, but this is week 1 prep. So you have, this isn't training camp. This isn't practice August 8th. This is a big practice. This is one of the practices you get this week. This is week 1 prep. So if I see JCM out there as the number 2 running back, I'm going to take that as what he's going to be on Sunday. But I know we've all heard the rumors of him not dressing. Now it's starting to catch wind with Scott Abraham, John Keim. It's starting to hit the national media. So I don't know if JCM's going to dress or not, but you save a roster spot if JCM doesn't dress. You don't carry 4 running backs. I don't know what their philosophy is going to be. Not saying I'm with it or against it. I don't really care. I love to see JCM play, but I don't know. So it's just something to, keep in mind. If you see that Bill's inactive week 1, come here and the live stream I did yesterday, and don't be freaked out because I'm warning you now that he could be inactive. Also, offensive linemen worked in pairs. Allegretti went with Connerly, and Wiley went with Fant. So, Wiley and George Fant, those guys are the depth guys. Those guys are not starters, and they can fill in whenever they feel the need, whenever they need to. at any time and be solid players. But Allegretti and Connerly, those are your starters. We saw the depth chart yesterday. Like, those are your starters. So you're going to see Allegretti and Connerly on Sundays. So they did work in pairs. I'd pay attention to that. I'd pay attention to what, that looks like, right? Terry McLaurin, he also, just once, this is a side note, Terry McLaurin didn't have a whole press conference. They just had a media scrum with him. He says he feels great and he's ready for week 1, so that's kind of an update there. He can't wait for another year with Jayden, which, like, who can't wait, right? So, that's what Terry said after practice, and there wasn't really anything else. Bill Krosky-Merritt said at this point, draft position doesn't matter. Love to hear that from Bill. He said, like, draft position doesn't matter. I'm a 7th round pick. I can still go in and ball. But anyway, let's get to more of what Dan Quinn said, more of what happened during practice. So Connerly and Allegretti working together, as I just said. On the depth chart, the right guard was listed as Allegretti or Wiley, but Allegretti took the reps with Connerly and starting center Tyler Biadasz. So Allegretti on the depth chart yesterday was the starting right guard to fill in for Sam Cosmi. He's going to start Sunday because that's, like I said earlier, this is a big practice. This is week 1 prep. Like, he's going to be starting. Okay, until Sam Cosmi gets back, which I'm fine with. This is why you have these depth pieces on your team. This is why you have a guy like Nick Allegretti on your team. He's a solid depth piece. Dan Quinn also talked a lot about wanting to be bold and aggressive. He said he does not want to compare the team to last year. He said he just wants to look forward with this one. That's what I said. I said in my season predictions video, last year is over. Like, yes, it was a great year. Yes, it was the best year of fandom I've ever had. Yes, it was the year, I started content creation. It was great. But we're on to this year. It's week 1 prep now. We have an enemy. We are behind enemy lines right now. We see red. We don't see the Giants. We just see red. We're just killing everybody that comes our way. All right? I hope they have that mindset because they should. So Dan Quinn basically said, like, they're not looking at last year. They're looking at this year for right now, which is where his mind's supposed to be. Jayden Daniels spoke on the Commanders' running back room. He said there's a lot of versatility, and those guys work hard. I'm excited about that group. Like, basic answer, but, versatility, there is a lot of that. I'm excited about how this running back room shapes up. Like, I don't know if the B-Rob move was good or not. Certainly, it seems good on paper. You get a 6th-rounder for a guy that you were, going to cut. We'll see. Like, I think Rodriguez can do most of the things B-Rob can do. I think that B-Rob didn't play special teams. That also hurt him. We got Bill now. Let's develop him. Eckler. Like, we got some veterans, some solid guys. Jayden Daniels on game 1 in year 2. He spoke on that. He said, now I know what I'm getting myself into. So... he said, now I know what I'm getting myself into. So, funny stuff there. He knows it now, and he knows the Giants. He swept the Giants his rookie year. Like, this would be the first time in a while. Like, Nicky Javala said yesterday, that there was a stat, and it was a while ago since we had beaten the Giants 3 times in a row. We have an opportunity to do that this Sunday. You realize it or not? Like, Jayden Daniels, he's gonna go get him, So whether we win or lose, he's going to play his hardest. And so back to what I was saying earlier with Allegretti, JP Finley said, not drawing conclusions, but in the O-line work, we got to watch Connerly and Allegretti work together, and then Wiley and Fant work together, which again, that's what I told you. JP Finley in this tweet is basically saying, Connerly and Allegretti are starting. That's basically what he's saying. Already talked about the running backs, running back quarterback drills. Eckler was first in the running back drills. Bill was going second, as I told you guys. Zach Ertz was not at practice today. You don't hear any Zach Ertz updates because he was not at practice. JP Finley said, my gut says vet rest day. I don't think he'll practice many Wednesdays this season. So, I'm not, I feel it the same way. Like, Dan Quinn, if there's one thing he knows how to do, which there's multiple things he knows how to do, but he knows how to treat his veterans well. JP Finley also, he's quote tweeted Nicky Javala on her question to Dan Quinn, of Dan Quinn saying he wants to build off last year. I opened the show with that one. JP Finley said DQ not scared last year wasn't by accident. And that's bold to say. Like, I don't believe last year was by accident, but there's evidence that points to last year was by accident, but I don't really think it was. But the fourth down conversion rates, the quarterbacks we face, like that certainly tips in the favor of being an accident last year. So, but yeah, DQ, he's not scared. He's going to go kill him. And so I cannot wait for this week. I cannot wait for this week. It's going to be so fun. Giants, Commanders, week 1. Let's go kill the Giants, man. But then we have a short week, and then Packers come up week 2. So, Commanders have practice today. That's going to do it for me. That's all the updates we have as of now. I'm still waiting on a Kendrick Bourne signing. I'd be shocked if they didn't sign Kendrick Bourne. I said that yesterday. Also, one more update about Terry McLaurin. Here. So, hold up. Before we get to Terry McLaurin, there's an injury report for today. Did not practice tight end Zach Ertz, vet rest day. Limited in practice today was Dorrance Armstrong, Jonathan Jones, and Noah Brown. A little bit scary to see there. And then full participants were Marcus Mariota with an Achilles injury, and then Matt Gay with an illness. So, again, we're still waiting on an update from the side of Kendrick Bourne, but I don't know if the Commanders are going to pursue him. I thought they would. All the reporters yesterday were saying he's signing today, so I just thought maybe they'd sign him, but I don't know. So that's going to do it for me, though. Let me check for this one Terry update. I saw something. Terry McLaurin, yeah, he said he feels great week 1. Yeah, that's all we got for right now. But Dorrance Armstrong has a knee injury. Noah Brown has a knee injury, and Jonathan Jones has a hamstring injury. So keep an eye on those guys. I don't think they'll be inactive, but if Noah Brown's inactive, we're in real trouble week 1. So just watch out for that. But that's going to do it for me. Hail to the Washington Commanders. As always, you guys have a great rest of your Wednesday. We are 1 day away from the season opener. I'll be doing a watch party for that. Come join me tomorrow night for that. It's going to do it for me right now, though. Hail to the Washington Commanders. See you in the next one.